Seven. All right. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my next playthrough. And actually, I'm keeping bad posture on my channel by doing this playthrough at this time because I have 4 live playthroughs going on right now, and none of them are short and quick games to complete. And that is very bad posture for any kind of Let's Player, or playthrougher, as I like to call myself. But regardless of that, I'm just going to, push ahead because I have, again, this is another game I've been waiting to play for quite some time. And I know this month I'm not going to be doing anything but playing these games. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this starts the, what is this game called? Oh yeah, Tales of Grace's F. Now, I'm not sure what the F is supposed to stand for. I didn't look into that. But Tales of Graces, I believe, was a Japanese exclusive Tales game. It was only available for the Nintendo Wii in Japan. Right? It was the Wii, right? Not the DS. I forget which one. It was available for one of the Nintendo consoles as an exclusive in Japan. And it wasn't localized. And I guess people were, kind of starting to say, well, if it's not localized now, they're never going to localize it. Which, didn't happen, actually. This game was announced to be localized for the PS3 as an enhanced port. And, well, here we are. This game was released for the PS3. Obviously, I'm in North America, so this is the American version. And we're going to see what they did with this game. Now, bear in mind, as much as I love the Tales games, I've only played a couple of Tales games. I know that I definitely played the living hell out of Tales of Symphonia. That's actually what really got me into the franchise. And similar to Final Fantasy, I actually was not very interested in Tales of Symphonia the first 2 or 3 times I picked up the game to play it. I was actually kind of turned off by the the combat and whatnot. The exact same thing happened with me with Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I was very turned off by the game. It was very confusing, very hard to learn as a kid, and then I eventually sat down with the game, and in the case of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, it was basically me sitting down and saying, okay, well, let me think about this game like playing chess, and that's basically what got me playing that game from start to finish. I just sat down and thought about it like chess, and that's, even though the game is, a bit more complicated than chess, that's what I ended up doing. As for Tales of Symphonia, one day I basically sat down and I said, the only way I'm going to beat this boss that I'm stuck on is if I sit down and I go back through this area and I just constantly kill every single monster I find so I can gain experience. And basically, I did grinding, okay? My experience in JRPGs up until that point had been basically none. So I had to teach myself, this kind of stuff that, yeah, you have to sit down maybe for 10 to 30 minutes sometimes and grind and just kill enemies. And, yeah, it's not exactly the most exciting thing to do in any video game, but then again, it's what's going to, help you in the long run. And now, I can grind for hours on end. It's an acquired skill for some, I guess. Not everyone is born, wanting to grind. And, farm the same enemies again and again. And I basically sat down with Tales of Symphonia, and I enjoyed every minute of that game once I actually really opened up to it, which is why, now in the present day, now that I have, the resources and the ability to actually play a lot of these games, I sit down with them. I basically give them more than their fair share of chances to impress me, because, hey, you never know when a game like Tales of Symphonia is going to come along. And a game like, what other games have really impressed me that I wasn't expecting? Like Sleeping Dogs, like Darksiders. You never know when these games are going to come along, and they're just going to be ridiculously good, and I'm going to have so much fun playing them, and they're just going to completely blow away my mindset. So here we are, how many years later? Like, when did that game come out? 2004, 2006? No, it came out probably in 2004, right? Because 2006 is when the Wii was released. So yeah, around 2004 they released Tales of Symphonia, I guess. And the only thing about that game is the skits, which are like miniature cutscenes outside of, the established cutscenes. They were not voiced in the North American version. I believe on the PlayStation 2 version, which I don't think is localized, they were voiced, but they were not voiced on the PlayStation, on the GameCube version. And, it was, you couldn't pause them, you can only skip them, and, a lot of the dialogue, it went very quickly, and, it just felt like they really didn't proofread it. Now, all these other Tales games, like Tales of Vesperia and all this other stuff, have had their stuff localized, and have had it, they've, Namco Bandai and Namco Tales Studios, which actually I don't think Namco Tales Studios exists anymore, unfortunately. They've been dissolved into something else, but all these other Tales games, they basically, whenever they localize them, they go the full 9 yards, man. They go all the way with them. They don't hold back anything. So, and that's why I really like them, you know. That's why I like Square Enix with their Final Fantasy, and that's why I like Namco Bandai and Namco Tales with their Tales games. Now, the only thing that would really disappoint me to no end, and I'd really have to look into finding a workaround for, is if they decided to freaking not release Tales of Xillia 2 for, you know, other regions, which kind of would really be annoying to me. Now, I'm not, you know, obviously from a financial point, it might be better to them, you know, especially in the American economy. You know, JRPGs aren't exactly the hottest shit. You know, with the whole Western RPG marathon of generic Skyrim clones, you know, that have been coming out for these past couple, I mean, not Skyrim clones, Oblivion clones that have been coming out for the past couple of years that just kind of, you know, destroy any kind of diversity in the RPG genre. You know, I could understand from a financial standpoint if, you know, Namco Tales or Namco Bandai basically says, well, it's not worth us to spend X amount of money when we know that the profits are basically going to, we might even make a loss, you know, and it wouldn't be worth it, which, you know, again, from a business perspective, that would be a win for them, but for everyone else involved, that would really suck. Although I kind of get the feeling that they're going to release a Tales of Xillia 2 in North America just because it's a big major game. But then again, you know, they didn't re-release the Tales of Vesperia PS3 port. I think at one point one of the actors rumored that it was going to happen, but it didn't ultimately. And, you know, at this point it's looking like I don't think they'll ever do it. They did release Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World, a game I still have yet to play. But I don't know, we'll have to see about that. So in any event, the only reason I'm actually recording this right now is because this game did not require an update. And once again, you know, JRPGs, even though, you know, they're not exactly entirely popular, when they get released, there's usually no problem with them. Like Final Fantasy 13, the original, has never had a patch as far as I'm aware. I don't think it's had a patch. And I think 13-2 has only had 1 or 2. So it's not like, you know, all these other games where they have to patch them 10 times or something. Fucking Gears of War 2 having like 7 title updates. What was it? Freaking Instant Retreat was telling me one time. One of the updates was like to add like visibility through smoke or something. I forget what it was. It was really silly. All right, here we go. 99%. I always like talking over these mandatory install periods because I think they're fucking stupid. I'm not playing on a computer. I'm gonna run out of space on my PS3 eventually. I'm gonna have to start deleting shit. Which reminds me, what exactly is here on here that, you know, costs so much? I have no clue. Oh, look, it's the opening. Not going to be as good as Tales of Symphonias, but okay. Tales of Graces Fuck Edition. I kill myself already. Hey, over here, asshole! Isabel Richard and something. Over here, motherfucker. Oh my god, it looks like Sword Art Online. No, not Sword Art. Kamicho Toma's way better. What a great inspiration for this anime. Someone looks like Sanji from One Piece. Alright, there's the shitty magic casters. Oh shit, he's using guns? They never use guns in Tales games. Oh, a drill! What the hell? It's Marto. Yeah, Martel. Flowers! It's Martel and Yggdrasil. Oh, whoops, wrong Tales game. electric airship.
I wish that our hearts could be one.
I still need to buy that One Piece game. Alright. Tales of Grace's F. What the hell? What is that? Soul? Ooh. Now on the Wii, this looks like shit. That's funny. I'm going to be knocking the Wii this whole playthrough. Choose your settings before starting the game. Alright, this is where you can tweak game options such as volume and message settings. Battle difficulty allows you to change how hard the game is. If things are going poorly, don't be afraid to lower the difficulty level until you get more comfortable with the overall game mechanics. That's actually what they recommended you to do on Tales of Vesperia. Seriously. Alright, do I want message speed to be slow or normal or fast or instant? Text will not fade in when set to instant. Okay. Fast or instant? What do you think? I like fast. I'll stick with fast. Messages will progress automatically when set to on. No, don't do that. Alright, focus the player on any targeted enemies. On the party and any targeted enemies. On the enemy party. What? I'll leave that. Hey, look, a game where subtitles are automatically on. I don't believe it. I must be dreaming. Alright, we're good. Yeah, settings can be adjusted anytime, like every other Tales game. Holy shit, look at these graphics. Looks like Kingdom Hearts.
You're really going
Hubert.
up there? Of course.
Yes, why not?
Flowers bloom there all year round. Don't you want to see them? Come on, it'll be an adventure.
We'll only get destroyed by higher level
Dad's gonna be
monsters.
really angry if he finds out. How many times has he told us to stay away from Lont Hill? It's dangerous.
Well, fuck him. We're going up there.
You think I believe a word he says? Don't worry, it's fine.
Wow, what a great guy.
Besides, I'm 11 years old. I go where I want.
Yeah!
Wait,
I'm a
what
minor!
about Sharia? Shouldn't we invite her too? No, she can sit this one out. What?
She's a girl. Sit her
She's
out.
sick, Hubert. It would be hard on her. Besides, one scaredy cat slowing me down is more than enough. Hey,
Alright.
that's not nice.
Seems logical.
Anyway, let's go. I want to see what's up there.
Alright, let's do it. Onward. Lont Hill. What a badass. He's 11 years old. He gets to do whatever the fuck he wants. Apple gel ×3. What's my party like? Level 3s. Arts. Let's see what the arts are. Alright, in the arts menu you can view arts learned by your characters and also turn on and off specific arts for characters set to auto. Use L1 and R1 to switch between characters. Yeah! Oh, it's set to everything? Really? They don't let you set it to normal? I mean, what is it? Manual? Full manual? That is so weird. You can't set this to manual? Are you kidding me? I'm not getting that. Why can't you set your character to manual? Oh, this is gonna suck already, I can tell. They're gonna automatically move me. Can't save right now. Wow, that's great.
We can't just talk to them?
Right? How to attack. Use X to approach an enemy and attack. Right? Use the D-pad while attacking and switch up your attacks. Land consecutive hits to create combos. Yeah, they're not gonna really freaking let me move on my own. Wait, yeah, they do. What is semi-auto then? I forget what semi-auto is. I actually don't remember. I remember it was in the other Tales games, but I don't remember what it does. Whoops. What is this? The arts. You can change weapons during battle. I forgot about that. Strategy 2.